Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl AdriennaDC. So today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys a bit about my perfume collection and my entire perfume journey into collecting fragrances, why I collect fragrances, and the mood each of the fragrances in my collection bring to me. Now, I'm not going to be going through every single fragrance, but I'm just going to be telling you about the few fragrances in my collection that really mean a lot to me. Before we go on to the video, I'm just going to ask you guys to please do click that subscribe button. Please give me a thumbs up if you're liking my content thus far. And if you can relate to this video, by all means, please do subscribe and drop a comment in the comment section and let me know, what the perfumes in your collection do for you, what they mean for you, and how do they make you feel. And by all means, let me know, what is your favorite uplifting perfume in your collection. So let's just dive into the video. The first perfume I'm going to be telling you guys about is my Mystio. Now, when I discovered the Mystio, I was literally smitten. Now, if you just look at the bottle, first things first, when you look at the bottle, the ball, the glass, the shape of the bottle, the amber liquid, it just makes you feel really, it gives you a really elegant and pretty and ladylike feeling. And this perfume, whenever I smell it, no matter how many perfumes I smell, whenever I come back to my Mystio, I am always reminded of how special and how beautiful this fragrance is to me. The DNA of this particular perfume is so outstanding and so special that no matter what perfume I smell out there, there is no perfume that pretty much, impresses me the way the Mystio does. It is a floral, clean, a very strong, sweet smelling fragrance. It's a very well balanced perfume. The thought that comes to mind whenever I think about this perfume is a very rare and beautiful flower, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this perfume. For a while, for months after I bought this perfume, every time I walked across my dressing table and I would smell it, it just gave me a really warm, a very happy, a very nice feeling on the inside. And whenever I'm feeling, down and not like myself, this is one of the first fragrances that I go to and I smell it. So that's one of the reasons why I collect perfumes and why I absolutely love the Mystio Eau de Parfum. Now, the next fragrance I'm going to be telling you guys about is by Thierry Mugler. Now, this is Angel Nova. Now, I recently discovered this fragrance. Now, this is a very sweet raspberry, as in lychee. And when you smell this perfume, it literally smells like a handful of melted Jolly Ranchers. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jolly Ranchers, but those are childhood sweets for me. Even though I know some people describe this fragrance as a bit cheap and a little bit too sweet or whatever the case is, I feel sometimes, women tend to tell themselves that they need to be mature and do away with their sense of youthfulness as they get older. And I feel like in doing that, we kind of lose a part of ourselves. And fragrances like these usually makes us feel very playful, very girly, very chic and very light and free-spirited. And this is the feeling that I get whenever I smell this fragrance, which is why I absolutely love this perfume. I feel like, with life and everything that's happening in life, sometimes things just take us away from, our own selves and make it hard for us to connect with the person we have always been. So perfumes like this really helps me to be reminded of, that chick, playful, laughable person that I usually am, because I'm a really, I'm a very jovial person, very, have quite a sense of humor. You guys might not pick that up on YouTube, but in real life, that's the type of person that I am. And this is the mood that this fragrance pretty much maintains for me, and I absolutely love smelling it. I really love this perfume. Now, it is very strong at the same time, and I think that's what kind of takes this fragrance from not being a juvenile perfume. This is a very strong but sweet smelling perfume, and it just makes you feel really good on the inside whenever you smell it. So this is why I love my Angel Nova by Thierry Mugler. The next fragrance I'm going to be telling you guys about is my YSL Libra. Now, I mentioned this fragrance to you guys recently in a haul that I have. Now, my YSL Libra is a it's not extremely sweet, but it has lavender in it. It is a very nice balance of sweet and strong smelling fragrance. This fragrance makes me feel sophisticated. It makes me feel strong. It makes me feel womanly. It makes me feel very well put together. I mean, I consider this perfume to be a very uplifting perfume in my collection. I mean, out of all the fragrances in my collection, I would consider my YSL Libra to be one of the most uplifting fragrance other than the Mystio. The Mystio makes me feel ladylike and sophisticated and, you know, somewhat girly. This makes me feel womanly. And even though it's a very strong perfume, but it dries down, in my opinion, really skin-like. But overall, this fragrance gives you a buzz, like a really uplifting high type of buzz, but not a party like type of vibe. More of that woman who's in control of herself, who knows exactly who she is, knows what she wants, you know, wears a Versace suit with some Versace high heel shoes, who is obsessed with keeping herself well kept and on point all the time. Now this fragrance has in lavender, jasmine, vanilla, and musk, and you definitely do get the muskiness to it. Overall, this is just a nice you can get orange blossom in it as well, but it's a very nice, clean and fresh and uplifting and well balanced fragrance between sweet and strong. I think it's a very interesting fragrance, and I think every woman should have this in her collection. I know a lot of people think it's a little bit masculine. I think that's the thing in it that makes you feel really, like, you know, it makes you feel very strong and very well put together, and that's something that I love, absolutely love about this perfume. These are the perfumes that I would typically be into. Now the Angel Nova just now that I discussed is something that is quite new to me, because I don't usually go for overly sweet perfumes. But this YSL Libra is right up my alley, and it's definitely the type of perfume that I really like, and it's absolutely a very special perfume in my collection itself. So that's the YSL Libra. So the next fragrance I want to tell you guys about is Scandal. Now everybody knows about this fragrance. This fragrance makes you feel sexy. It makes you feel seductive. It's also quite feminine because it's so sweet. When you wear this perfume, you will not, I mean, you can't help but to smell yourself. Even when you're at home and you spray this perfume, it just gives you a really nice, you know, sexy lady type of feeling, and it's really sweet and it dries down really powdery. It has in blood orange, grapefruit, honey, and patchouli. This fragrance is sweet, and you don't really get the citrusness to it, but you can get a hint of the grapefruit in it. And again, it has a patchouli, so it's nice and strong. It also has in gardenia, so it dries down kind of sweet and soft and powdery. This is a masterpiece of a fragrance. If you don't like strong fragrances, then perhaps this is not for you. So that's Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. So the next fragrance I want to tell you guys about is a new discovery, and let me tell you guys, when I first smelled this fragrance, this is Angel Muse by Thierry Mugler. Call me crazy, but I felt like this was the most beautiful smelling fragrance in the world. Obviously, I am a chocolate lover at heart. This is the most beautiful fragrance ever. I mean, like, I love this perfume so much. Like, when I smelt it, I automatically went and ordered a second bottle as well. Now, this perfume has notes of hazelnut, cream, cocoa, patchouli, pink berries, and grapefruit. I don't really get the grapefruit. I don't get the grapefruit and the pink berries in this perfume at all. I do get the hazelnut and the cocoa, but this smells like a box of the most divine box of chocolates. This is what this perfume smells like. Anybody that knows me knows that I eat chocolates like every other day. This is the most sexy, seductive, strong smelling, sensual fragrance in the world. Call me crazy, but this is one of the most beautiful chocolatey smelling gourmand fragrances I have ever smelled. And I don't hear anybody that's talking about anything else more, you know, more enticing than this fragrance. Like this just, it smells like chocolate, like sweet, beautiful chocolates. A nice, beautiful box of a wide array of chocolates. This perfume makes you feel sexy. It makes you feel good. It has depth to it. It makes you feel confident. It makes you even feel a little bit provocative. This is how this perfume makes you smell. I mean, I cannot tell you, like this, in my opinion, whew, I mean, you gotta wait for the dry down, but this, I'm telling you, is like, it is strong, so don't do that. But this is a very intoxicatingly sexy, sensual, provocative, beautiful, enticing smelling fragrance. I absolutely love Angel Muse by Thierry Mugler. The next fragrance I want to tell you guys about is the Paco Rabanne Olympia. Now, I recently discovered this fragrance. This is one of my recent hauls. And I've been hearing about this perfume a long time, and this is absolutely a beautiful fragrance. This fragrance has notes of salted vanilla, cedar wood, caramel. It has an orange blossom. But pretty much this is your perfect date at a bar or a restaurant extending onto the beachfront where the sun is shining. You know, the drinks are nice and cold. The liquor is nice and strong. It's beautiful. It's relaxing. This is the mood that Paco Rabanne Olympia Intense puts me in. I mean, this is a beautiful smelling fragrance. I mean, this is the most different. I mean, I don't really hear much fragrances with salted caramel, but you have to smell this perfume. This is what this perfume makes you feel like. The next fragrance I want to tell you guys about is my Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. Again, this is another fragrance that I recently discovered, and other than smelling like Angel Muse in a box of the most beautiful wide array of chocolates, I would want to smell like this. This would be the ideal signature smell. This smells like a sweet smelling baby powder with a very nice skin-like type of smell. I mean, like, I don't know. This just makes you feel really nice. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel warm. This smells like a nice, relaxing day. You just want to lay up in your bed and smell good, feel good. You know, one of those days when you're at home and, you know, before you lay down and relax, you ask yourself, well, what else do I need to do? And you'll be like, yes, I've finished every single thing that I need to do, and now I just want to relax. This is the mood this perfume puts you in pretty much. So this fragrance has note of tea, bergamot, freesia, jasmine, patchouli. And you know, like that feeling like I'm telling you guys about, like it makes you feel really relaxing. You know, like a hot cup of tea. Literally, this is what this perfume feels like. And this for me would be the ideal, you know, signature smelling type of fragrance. It's just a beautiful, nice smelling fragrance. I absolutely love this perfume, and I love the mood that this fragrance puts me in. So the next fragrance I want to tell you guys about is my Coco Mademoiselle. Now, you guys, I discovered this fragrance, I think, in 2019. And when I bought this fragrance, I mean, I literally felt like I was on top of the world. I mean, this is the most beautiful, ladylike, sophisticated smelling fragrance. I mean, the bottle alone, it looked crisp and clean. You know, the light orange liquid in the bottle, the shape of it, the glass, you know, the mood that this perfume puts you in, it just makes you feel so ladylike. I discovered this perfume, and at the time when I discovered it, I also discovered the oil. I mean, like when I say ladylike, this perfume makes you just wanna take a shower, You know, it makes you want to douse yourself in this fragrance, rub yourself with the oil, take the most utmost care of yourself, and just lay in a silk sexy robe. This is the mood that Coco Mademoiselle gives you. Out of all the fragrances in my collection, in my YSL Libra, it's a very uplifting fragrance. But to top my YSL Libra, this perfume makes you feel so good, and it's a very uplifting, mood changing fragrance in every aspect of it. Everything about this bottle, the liquid, the way it smells, and the oil is absolutely, absolutely, absolutely divinely sexy. I mean, you guys have got to, if you haven't tried the oil, you just need to. Very seductive, very nice smelling fragrance. Another bottle of fragrance that I want to tell you guys about is Rose in Roses by Mystio. Now, let me tell you how I feel about this perfume. Let me tell you about how this fragrance makes me feel. This perfume smells like they pick, you know, when you go into your garden and your garden is sprouting the most beautiful red, healthy looking roses. They pick the best looking, well kept, healthy looking roses and put them in together in one bouquet and put them into this fragrance. This is how this perfume makes you feel, and this is how it smells. This is not a ordinary florally sweet smelling fragrance. This is a uplifting, this is a elegant, well made, fresh, clean, beautiful rose florally smelling fragrance. And last but by no means least, L'Interdit by Givenchy. Now this again is a new discovery of mine. I actually ordered a perfume, and in it they sent a sample of the L'Interdit fragrance, and I had to have it. Let me just tell you the mood that this fragrance puts you into. Now this is a sweet smelling fragrance with a very strong woody dry down, but this woody dry down is so beautiful. When I mean it's so beautiful, this puts you in a mind of a weekend spent at a cabin on a cold winter's night, where this sexy guy, well, not a sexy guy as in a random sexy guy, you're a sexy guy, and you guys are in the cabin. You guys have a nice fireplace lit in front of you. You're roasting your marshmallows and you're having a cup of coffee. I mean, I don't even drink coffee, but this is how this perfume makes you feel. But this is a very sexy, sensual, grounding, beautiful, woody, sweet smelling fragrance. It is not that sweet that makes you feel girly. It makes you feel comforted. It makes you feel warm. It is an interesting smell. It's by far one of the most different smelling fragrances in my collection, but I absolutely love the way it smells. This fragrance has notes of pear and bergamot. It has in some orange blossom, vanilla, some patchouli. Again, you guys, if you notice, all these fragrances having patchouli, and that's something I love smelling. Patchouli smelling fragrance. In the opening, you get the pear and the bergamot. After you get the pear and the bergamot, is that tuberose, an overdose of it. That's what you're smelling in this fragrance, and it dries down strong on the woodiness. It just gives you that winter night cabin like type of feeling. You know, this is a beautiful smelling fragrance. So it took me a while to get this perfume. I don't know, I just wasn't drawn to it. I'm not drawn to Givenchy in any way. I don't know why, I'm just not. But this is a beautiful smelling fragrance. It just gives you a really nice mood, you guys. This is definitely a mood changer, a big mood changer. So there you have it, you guys. These are the top 10. These are 10 fragrances in my collection that are definitely mood changing, definitely uplifting. These fragrances embody so much personalities and characteristics. This whole week I've been feeling completely out of myself and not like me, but you know, smelling my perfumes and actually coming out here so and telling you guys how my fragrances really smell to me, what they mean to me. It just means a lot, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel better. So I hope you guys can kind of channel the energy that these fragrances give to me. And by all means, if you guys can relate, please drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what fragrance is a big mood changer for you guys. By all means, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, so therefore you guys will be notified every single time I upload. So yeah, until next time, you guys, see you in my next video. Bye.